Howdy folks, welcome back for another hot sauce testing this week. This week we're going to try our first sauce from Cholula. This is their Sweet Habanero. It's the newest Cholula sauce there is, and for a long time, well, not really a long time, but it came out like a year ago, maybe, year and a half. When it first came out, it was hard to get. You could actually only get it like off their website and back east, but now you can kind of get it anywhere. This is the first sauce from Cholula that we've tried on this show, but it's not a first for me. Cholula is probably the most popular sauce in my house, especially their green sauce, which we haven't reviewed yet, but we'll get to that. So the Sweet Habanero is their spiciest sauce. And Cholula, it kind of has a little bit of a special place for me because it's from the same area of Mexico where my family lives, or, well, pretty close anyway. It's, if I remember right, Cholula is made in the state of Jalisco, right outside the city of Guadalajara. And my family lives in Zapopan, which is right next door to Guadalajara. Kind of like an Oakland, San Francisco kind of thing, except closer than that. And if I remember right, it's also the parent company of Cholula is Jose Cuervo, the tequila company. There's a lot of tequila produced in that region of Mexico. Anyway, because of that, I've always kind of liked Cholula, and I think Cholula is a good all-around beginner sauce because most of their stuff is pretty mild and also goes well on a lot of things. And this is a little bit of a departure for them because it is quite a bit spicier than their normal stuff. So, let's take a look. It has kind of a sweet smell with just a little bit of a hint of vinegar. As far as the ingredients, water, habanero, which, I mean, it's in the name, so of course there's habanero. Pepper, salt, dehydrated pineapple juice, which I think is where the sweetness comes from. Carrot powder, sugar, okay, a little bit more sweetness there. Acetic acid, xanthan gum to thicken it up, garlic, spices, citric acid, natural pineapple flavor, and ascorbic acid. I kind of wish I would have brought something that has pork, just because to me, not only does habanero go really well with pork, like I almost feel like that's what it was made for, but the same with pineapple. Those just both go really well with pork. Alright, well, let's start with our shot. And the Cholula bottle almost has a built-in stopper, whatever you call that. Which for normal food use is good. When you're trying to pour a shot, it slows you down. And I've actually had this sauce before. I don't remember how spicy it is though. Alright, here we go. It's got a little heat to it. And it definitely has some of the habanero flavor, but there's definitely the sweetness from the pineapple and the sugar. And the vinegar's not real strong, which I like. Heat-wise, I think I'll go with like a 2.5, maybe. It's a little more on the mild side of an habanero sauce, which I think can be good if somebody is trying to become acquainted with habanero hot sauces, just because if your heat tolerance isn't really high, an habanero can be really hot. And so if you can get some of that habanero flavor but tone the heat down a little, then I think you can kind of open that up to a wider audience. Maybe just a 2. I really need to keep track of what I'm rating all these different sauces so I can have a better scale. It's definitely not a kick in the pants like the Bunster's Poop the Bed that I had last week. Alright, well, let's see how it is on food. Start with our traditional scrambled eggs. I should have put ham in the scrambled eggs. I didn't even think to do that. I have some already chopped up. That is a fail. The sweetness of the sauce plays really well with the onions that I put in the scrambled eggs. But it would definitely be a better pairing if I had ham or bacon or sausage or something like that stirred into the eggs. But that's good. But like I say, it would be better if there was some type of a pork product added. Okay, next up, we're going to try some fancy macaroni and cheese. I suspect it's going to be somewhat the same here, that it would be better if this had bacon in it, but I didn't think of that. I need to adjust that camera. Sorry about that. That was just a little too tight of a shot. That's not bad. But I do think it would be better if it had some bacon crumbles or some diced ham. Next up, we have a little pepperoni pizza again. I think the pepperoni pizza or just some type of pizza might become a standard thing, just like the scrambled eggs. Just because I feel like that's a really common place that hot sauce gets used. Like any pizzeria that you go to that's a sit-down joint is going to have some sort of hot sauce or crushed red pepper or something at the table. So I think pizza is a good test bed for hot sauce. That goes pretty well. I think it would go really well on a Hawaiian pizza. And I know some people don't like pineapple on their pizza, but this would be a good combination. Now, as far as value, the Sweet Habanero, well, Cholula in general, I'd probably put it about a 4 out of 5, because it, a lot of places carry it, but usually you're looking at only like $3 a bottle, and that is for the standard. It is for the standard 5-ounce. So it's a pretty good deal, and I think it's a really good tasting one as well. I'll probably go with like especially if you pair it with ham or bacon or carnitas and anything pork. In fact, I really should have got some pork, some pulled pork, a sandwich or a taco or something like that, because I think that's really the sweet spot for this sauce. That's really where it should be. And as always, I'll include an Amazon link for it if you can't find it at your local grocery store. Amazon's not always the cheapest place to get something, but you can get it quick. And the Amazon links, I make a little bit back on that, so it helps support the show. And this is the season of giving, right? So our first sauce from Cholula is a winner. And I recommend basically every sauce from Cholula. I like them all, but especially this one and the green pepper. We'll get to that one in another episode. That's my kid's favorite hot sauce. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Thank you to Cholula for existing. and making awesome stuff. If you want to see more of my hot sauce reviews, please subscribe. If you hit that bell, you get notified when a new episode comes out, which is generally every Tuesday, from now until eternity. Or unless I get to the point that I can't eat hot sauce anymore, but I don't see that happening. We'll see you next time. Have you ever tried salted caramel milk? I haven't. I bought some just in case I overdid it on the hot sauce, which has been known to happen. I wanted to see what this tastes like because I love caramel. And it's caramel, not caramel. If you like salted caramel, you'll like it. If you don't, you'll hate it. I like it.